Start with a slip knot and chain 11. One single crochet in the second chain from the hook and one single crochet in each and every stitch until the last stitch. Three single crochets in this last stitch. Now turn your work and continue working on the opposite side. One single crochet in each and every stitch until the last stitch. And take this yarn in along with the working yarn. Three single crochets in this last stitch. And slip stitch on top of this first single crochet. This is the first stitch. Next round, start with chain 1. This won't be counted as a stitch. For this whole pattern, the starting chain 1, it won't be counted as a stitch. And start the next stitch in the same stitch. One single crochet in the same stitch and mark this stitch. One single crochet in each and every stitch until this last 3 stitches. Three single crochets in this first stitch. Mark the middle stitch, 1, 2, 3. This is the stitch where you will be making the increase in the next round. One single crochet in the next stitch. Three single crochets in the next stitch. Mark the middle stitch, 1, 2 and 3. This is the stitch. One single crochet in each and every stitch until you reach these 3 single crochets over here. Three single crochets in this first stitch. Mark the middle stitch, same as this corner. One single crochet in the next stitch. Three single crochets in the next stitch. Mark the middle stitch. This is the slip stitch and this is the chain 1. This is the first single crochet. Make a slip stitch on top of this first single crochet. Next round, start with chain 1. Again, this won't be counted as a stitch. Start the next stitch in the same stitch. One single crochet and mark the first stitch. One single crochet in each and every stitch until you reach the mark stitch. Three single crochets in this mark stitch. Mark the middle stitch. One single crochet in each stitch until you reach the next corner. Be careful not to miss any stitches. Three single crochets in this next stitch. Mark the middle stitch. One single crochet in each and every stitch until this mark stitch. Three single crochets in this next stitch. Mark the middle stitch. One single crochet in each stitch until this mark stitch. Three single crochets in this marked stitch. Mark the middle stitch. And now you have one stitch left over here. This is one single crochet, this is a slip stitch, and this is the chain one. So with each round, the stitches between this space here and this side, it will keep increasing. And slip stitch on top of this first single crochet. This round onwards, keep repeating the previous round until you reach the size which you need. Start each round with chain 1. The chain 1, it won't be counted as a stitch, and start the next stitch in the same stitch. I made mine up to 5 inches. This is how it will look. Now to make the turning base, chain 1, and now we'll be working only in the back loops. One single crochet in the back loop, the stitch. This is how it will look. One single crochet each in these 3 stitches as well. Once you reach the end, do not slip stitch. Now we'll be working in continuous rounds. Make a single crochet in this first stitch. Now make one single crochet each in every stitch until you reach the size which you need. For the last 3 rounds, change the yarn color. Secure yarn properly and you can weave off this yarn. Now continue making one single crochet in each and every stitch, and take this yarn ends along with this working yarn. This is how the basket will look. Now to make the handles, take one corner. This is the corner stitch. Mark the stitch next to it. This is the stitch where you'll be making the handle. Here, this is the corner stitch, and this will be the stitch. Do the same for the other end as well. This is the corner stitch. Mark the next stitch. And here, this is the corner stitch. Mark the next stitch. Now continue making one single crochet each and every stitch until this last stitch. Once you reach the mark stitch, chain 12, and make a single crochet next to the mark stitch. This is the mark stitch. Make a single crochet over here. This is how it will look. Now make one single crochet in each and every stitch until the other corner. I've reached the other corner. Repeat the same as this corner. Chain 12. And one single crochet in this stitch. The stitch marked to the next stitch. This is the second handle. Now continue making one single crochet. The last round, 1 single crochet in each and every stitch. You can remove the stitch markers. In this chain stitches, make 12 single crochets. This is how it will look. Now 1 single crochet in each and every stitch until the next handle. Repeat the same on this handle also, 12 single crochets. One single crochet in each stitch until this last stitch. Make a slip stitch into this stitch and weave off your yarn. I hope you like this video. Please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.